My beloved child, stop scrolling right now. Yes, you, the one who almost passed this by. This is not coincidence. This is not random. This is a divine interruption. And I need you to understand something that will change everything you thought you knew about what is coming next in your life. I know about last night. I know about the tears you cried when everyone else was asleep. I know about the prayer you started, but could not finish because the weight was too heavy and the words would not come. I know about the fear that gripped your heart at 3 in the morning when you woke up wondering if things would ever get better. I was there. I caught every tear before it hit the pillow. I heard the groan that never made it past your lips. And I am here now to tell you that everything is about to shift in ways you cannot yet imagine. Right now, in this very moment, someone close to you is living through what feels like their final hours of normalcy. They are moving through their day like any other day. Maybe they are pouring coffee into their favorite mug, the one with the chip on the handle they keep meaning to replace. Maybe they are checking their phone for messages, scrolling through pictures of grandchildren, or humming along to an old hymn they learned in Sunday school decades ago. The world around them feels safe, familiar, predictable. But what they do not know yet is that their story is about to turn, not because of fate, not because of chance, but because of something deeper, something hidden, something that will test everything they believe about trust and love and family. This person is not a stranger to you. They are woven into the fabric of your life. Maybe they are the neighbor who waves every morning when you get the mail. Maybe they are the friend from church who always asks how your week was and actually listens to the answer. Maybe they are the family member who calls every Sunday without fail, the one whose voice brings comfort even on the hardest days. Their heart is still beating strong, their smile still lights up rooms, their faith still anchors them, but something is coming that will shake the foundation they stand on. And I need you to be ready because you are going to be part of what happens next. Let me take you to a story you know, one that has been told for thousands of years but speaks directly into this moment. Think about Joseph. Remember him, the favored son, the dreamer, the one who saw visions of greatness and dared to speak them out loud. His father loved him with a fierce protective love and gave him that coat of many colors, a symbol of favor that his brothers could see every single day. But those brothers, the ones who should have protected him, the ones who shared his blood and his childhood and his father's table, they turned against him. Jealousy poisoned their hearts. Envy twisted their thoughts. And one day, when they had the chance, they threw him into a pit and sold him into slavery. They took his coat, dipped it in blood, and told their father that Joseph was dead. Imagine Joseph in that moment, betrayed by his own brothers, stripped of everything, thrown into darkness, sold like property to strangers heading to a foreign land. Everything he thought was certain had been ripped away. His family had become his enemies. His dreams seemed like cruel jokes. His future looked like nothing but slavery and suffering. But here is what Joseph did not know in that pit. Here is what he could not see in the darkness. That pit was not his grave. It was his passage. That betrayal was not his end. It was his beginning. Every step that looked like descent was actually ascent in disguise. Egypt was not his prison. It was his platform, and the brothers who meant it for evil, I was using it all for good. You see, my child, sometimes the people closest to you will be the ones who misunderstand you the most. Sometimes the ones who should celebrate your gifts will resent them instead. Sometimes family will feel like the enemy, and the table you thought was safe will become the place of your deepest wounds. But listen to me now. Really listen. What looks like betrayal is often redirection. What feels like rejection is actually protection. What seems like the end of your story is just the turning of the page to a chapter so powerful, so purposeful, so beyond what you could ask or imagine, that you will one day look back and see my hand in every single painful step. Right now, as I speak these words into your spirit, someone in your circle is walking through their own version of Joseph's pit. They do not understand why things are happening the way they are. They do not see the purpose in the pain. They cannot comprehend why people they trusted have turned cold, why promises have been broken, why love has turned to indifference or even hostility. But I am working, even in the silence, even in the waiting, even in what looks like loss. I am positioning them. I am preparing them. I am promoting them into a future so much greater than their past that they will weep with gratitude when they finally see what I was doing all along. Now let me show you something about how I see you, because you need to understand this. You need to hear this truth that cuts through every lie the enemy has whispered in your ear. I do not see you the way you see yourself. I do not see your mistakes on repeat like some terrible movie you cannot stop watching. I do not see the failure you have labeled yourself with, the identity you picked up from someone else's opinion, the shame you wear like a second skin. I do not measure you by your worst moment, or define you by your biggest regret. That is not how I look at you. That has never been how I look at you. When I look at you, I see the warrior I created before the foundation of the world. I see the dreamer who stopped dreaming because someone said be realistic, be practical. Stop reaching for things that seem impossible. I see the gift inside you that the enemy convinced you does not exist. The calling you buried because it felt too big or too late or too much. I see the healer who got wounded while helping others heal. I see the leader who learned to follow because leading hurt too much. I see the voice that went silent because speaking up brought criticism. I see all of it, every piece of who you really are. And I am telling you right now that it is time to remember. You are not damaged goods. You are my masterpiece in progress. You are not too late. You are perfectly positioned for such a time as this. You are not forgotten. You are my focus, my priority, the apple of my eye. You are not disqualified by your past. You are being qualified by my grace. You are not starting over. You are starting higher, with wisdom you did not have before, with strength forged in fire, with faith that has been tested and proven genuine. Let me speak directly into some areas of your life right now, because I know where the pain is concentrated. I know where the pressure is greatest. I know what keeps you up at night and what weighs you down during the day. That relationship that is keeping you up at night, the one where you feel like you are giving everything and receiving nothing, where you are pouring out love and getting back indifference or criticism or emotional distance. I see it. I see you trying so hard to make it work, trying to be enough, trying to fix what is broken, but listen to me carefully. You were not created to beg for love. You were not designed to chase people who run from your light. You were not meant to shrink yourself to make others comfortable or to silence your voice to keep the peace. I am releasing you from relationships that drain you. I am cutting cords that have kept you tied to people who do not value what I placed in you. This is not about bitterness or unforgiveness. This is about freedom. This is about making room for the relationships I have already prepared. The connections that will celebrate you instead of tolerate you. The people who will call out your greatness instead of making you feel small. Get ready, because I am bringing divine alignments into your life. People who see you the way I see you. People who will invest in your dreams instead of mocking them. People who will stand with you in the fire instead of running when things get hard. And that family member you have been praying for, the one who walked away from everything they were taught, the one who broke your heart and has not come back yet. I have not forgotten them. I have not given up on them. You are the chain breaker in your bloodline. You are the one who stood in the gap when others stopped praying. You are the one whose faith is holding the door open for their return. Keep praying, keep believing, keep declaring life over them, because I am working in ways you cannot see. I am speaking in ways you cannot hear. I am moving in their heart even when their behavior has not changed yet. The prodigal is coming home. The lost is being found. The dead thing is coming back to life. Do not stop now. Do not give up now. The breakthrough is closer than you think. I know the stress that is stealing your sleep about finances. I know about the bills that came in higher than expected. I know about the unexpected expense that threw everything off. I know about the dream you had to put on hold because the money was not there. I know about the fear that grips you when you think about the future, about retirement, about having enough, about being a burden to your children. But my child, my math is different from yours. My economy does not operate by the world's rules. I multiply like I did with the loaves and fishes. I provide like I did with the widow's oil that never ran out. I open doors that no man can shut and make ways where there seems to be no way. You are about to see provision from sources you did not expect. You are about to experience multiplication that does not make natural sense. You are about to witness me move in your finances in ways that cause you to testify about my faithfulness. But here is what I need you to do. Stop looking at what you do not have and start thanking me for what is coming. Stop speaking lack and start declaring abundance. Stop agreeing with fear and start walking in faith. Because your words are creating your future, and I need you to speak life over your finances, over your future, over every area where the enemy has tried to convince you that lack is your portion. That restlessness you feel, that sense that there is something more you are supposed to be doing, that feeling that you are not quite where you are supposed to be even though you cannot put your finger on what is missing. That is not confusion, my child. That is consecration. That is me stirring your spirit because I am getting ready to release you into the next season of your purpose. Your hiddenness has been holy. What felt like delay was actually development. What looked like being passed over was actually being prepared. I have been working on you in private so I can promote you in public. You are about to step into rooms you have never been in before. You are about to have conversations that change the trajectory of your life. You are about to see doors open that you did not even know existed. But I need you to be ready. I need you to stop shrinking back. I need you to stop playing small. I need you to stop apologizing for the gifts I put in you. Because when I release you into your purpose, people are going to need what you carry. Lives are going to be changed by what you speak. Destinies are going to be shifted by what you do. And you cannot afford to let fear or insecurity or past failures keep you from stepping into everything I have prepared for you. And that thing you have not told anyone, that secret struggle you hide behind a smile, that battle you fight in private while everyone thinks you have it all together. I see it. I know about the addiction you think you have beaten, but that still whispers your name in weak moments. I know about the fear that wakes you at 3 in the morning, the one that tells you that you are not going to make it, that it is all going to fall apart, that you are one mistake away from losing everything. I know about the shame you dress up in good behavior and religious activity, hoping no one will look close enough to see what is really going on inside. But I am not shocked by your struggle. I am not disappointed by your weakness. I am not disgusted by your failure. I am with you in it. I am for you through it, and I am bigger than it. That giant you have been fighting, I am about to slay it. That mountain you have been staring at, I am about to move it. That chain you have been dragging, I am about to break it. But you have to stop hiding. You have to stop pretending. You have to stop carrying this alone. Bring it into the light. Speak it out loud. Tell someone you trust. Because shame dies in the light, and secrets lose their power when they are exposed. Now hear me in this next part, because this is where everything shifts from comfort to commissioning, from healing to sending. You are not being restored just so you can be comfortable. You are not being healed just so you can go back to normal. You are not being delivered just so you can live a quiet little life that does not make waves or cause trouble. No, I am raising you up for impact. I am positioning you for influence. I am anointing you for authority. And when you step into what I have for you, things are going to shift in the spiritual realm. When you speak my word, heaven backs you up. When you declare my promises, angels are dispatched to bring them to pass. When you pray, things move in realms you cannot see. You carry healing in your hands. You carry breakthrough in your praise. You carry deliverance in your testimony. Your prayers no longer whisper. They thunder. Your declarations no longer suggest. They decree. Your presence no longer blends in. It shifts atmospheres. Your pain qualifies you to heal others. Your pit becomes your platform. Your test becomes your testimony. Your mess becomes your message. You are not elevated for comfort but for impact. You are not blessed to be blessed but to be a blessing. You are not saved to sit but to serve. You are not delivered to be comfortable but to be commissioned. And the enemy knows this. He knows that if you ever fully step into who you are and what you carry, his kingdom is in trouble. That is why he has fought you so hard. That is why the attacks have been so intense. That is why the warfare has been so relentless. Because he sees what I am about to do through you, and he is terrified. But let me warn you about something, because I need you to be prepared for this. The enemy will try to convince you that this was just emotion. He will whisper that you imagined this, that it was just a nice message but nothing really changed. Doubt will try to steal the seed before it takes root. Discouragement will try to make you forget what you felt in this moment. And some people will not understand your transformation. Some will be uncomfortable with your growth. Some will try to keep you in the box they built for you. The role they assigned you, the version of you that made them feel safe. When you stop shrinking, some people will leave. When you stop apologizing for your gifts, some will call you proud. When you stop carrying what is not yours to carry, some will call you selfish. Let them go, let them talk, let them misunderstand, because you cannot take everyone with you into your next season. You cannot drag dead weight into your destiny, and you cannot sacrifice your future on the altar of other people's comfort or approval. Do not apologize for the oil I am pouring on you. Do not dim your light because others are uncomfortable with the brightness. Do not silence your voice because it threatens people who prefer you quiet. You are entering a season where my favor on your life will be undeniable, where my blessing will be unmistakable, where my presence will be so evident that even your enemies will have to acknowledge that I am with you. And you need to walk in that with confidence, with boldness, with holy authority that comes from knowing who you are and whose you are. Everything changes from this moment. Normal is over, average is finished. Mediocrity is in your rearview mirror. You cannot go back to who you were because I have done something in your spirit that is irreversible. This was not just a message, this was an encounter. This was not just information, this was transformation. This was not just words on a screen. This was my voice speaking directly into the core of who you are. Awakening things that have been asleep, calling forth things that have been buried, releasing things that have been bound. Your latter will be greater than your former. What was hidden is being revealed. What was delayed is being released. What was impossible is becoming inevitable. What was promised is manifesting. What was spoken is coming to pass. And you are going to look back on this season, this moment, this very day, and you are going to recognize it as the turning point. The moment when everything shifted, the day when the trajectory changed, the hour when heaven invaded earth in your situation and nothing was ever the same again. Stand up wherever you are right now. I mean it. Stand to your feet. Lift your hands and receive what I am pouring out in this moment. Receive the healing. Receive the breakthrough. Receive the deliverance. Receive the restoration. Receive the provision. Receive the purpose. Receive everything I have spoken over you in these moments. Let faith rise in your heart. Let hope flood your soul. Let joy overwhelm your spirit because this is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. And when people ask you what happened, when they notice the change, when they see the shift, when they wonder how you got from where you were to where you are, tell them mercy found you. Tell them grace transformed you. Tell them love rescued you. Tell them I showed up in your darkest hour and turned your mourning into dancing. Tell them I took your ashes and gave you beauty. Tell them I took your sorrow and gave you joy. Tell them that what the enemy meant for evil, I turned for good. Tell them your story because someone needs to hear it. Someone needs to know that if I did it for you, I will do it for them. Remember this moment when the confirmation comes. Remember this moment when you see the first sign of breakthrough. Remember this moment when the door opens that you have been praying about. Remember this moment when the relationship shifts. Remember this moment when the provision shows up. Remember this moment when the healing manifests, because you are going to need to remind yourself that I spoke it before you saw it. You are going to need to remember that I promised it before it happened. You are going to need to hold on to this word when the enemy tries to make you doubt. I am with you. I am for you. I am in you. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you as your companion. I work behind you to cover your back. I stand above you as your shelter. I dwell within you as your strength. You are never alone. You are never abandoned. You are never forgotten. You are never without help. You are never without hope. You are never without me. This is not goodbye. This is the beginning. This is not the end of our conversation. This is the start of a new chapter in your story. This is not me stepping back. This is me stepping in like never before. Watch what I do. Watch how I move. Watch where I lead. Watch what I provide. Watch who I bring. Watch what I open. Watch what I close. Watch what I heal. Watch what I restore. Watch what I rebuild. Because you are about to see my hand in ways you have never seen it before. Forever and always, your heavenly Father, who loves you more than you could ever comprehend, who believes in you more than you believe in yourself, who sees in you what you have not yet seen, who has plans for you that are greater than anything you have imagined. I am the God who keeps his promises. I am the God who never fails. I am the God who makes all things new. And I am not done with you yet, not even close.